Laney, thank you very much. A Randolph County father is now reunited with his baby daughter tonight, and the baby's mother is in jail. Authorities issued an Amber Alert early this morning for her. Louis Tran spoke with little Ava's grandfather and joins us live tonight now from the Randolph County Sheriff's Office with reaction from the family. Louis, good evening.
Good evening, Kenny. Officials tell me that Ava has been found safely and she's with her father at this time. Ava's grandfather tells me that Ava is a gift from God and he's glad that she's back home safely. Early Tuesday morning, authorities issued an Amber Alert for 1-year-old Ava Pierce. The sheriff's office says her mother, Roxanne Parson, abducted her. Parson did not have parental rights. A talk with Ava's grandfather, who did not want to be identified on camera.
All the family, we were worried for the baby's safety and everything.
Just before 11 this morning, police say they found Ava and her mother in Climax at the intersection of Berry Lane and Sussex Trail. Parson is now in custody. Ava's grandfather says nobody wins in this type of situation, and he's hopeful Ava's mother will get more support.
I just hope she gets help up the road. A few years from now, maybe she can see her baby.
We talked with Ava's father, Matthew Pierce, off camera. He shared the following statement with us. The Asheboro police did a great job handling the situation. A family reunited with their beloved baby girl. Many now feeling relieved with a grateful heart.
Ava, like the rest of my grandkids, she's like a gift from God, you know. And I'm grateful for the law enforcement of Randolph County, how they responded.
Randolph County deputies issued Parson a $20,000 bond. Her first court appearance is this Thursday. Reporting live in Randolph County, I'm Louis Tran, WXII 12 News.
Louis, thank you. Filings for U.S. House and North Carolina legislative seats are back on today after a busy back and forth Monday. A 3-judge panel of Court of Appeals justices initially halted filings in those specific contests, due to pending lawsuits challenging district maps. But then lawyers for GOP legislators asked the entire 15-judge Court of Appeals to get involved, and a majority of those judges agreed to allow filings again, which resumed this morning. However, the appeals court, still has to rule on those lawsuits, so the issue is hardly settled at this point.
This is not by no means unprecedented in North Carolina for questions to be raised about whether or not maps are drawn in a fair way. And if the timeline is too tight, if the courts say we just don't have enough time to kind of work this out, they'll sometimes say, do you really need to hold the primary in March? We think that primary could be held in June, or even that primary could be held in August.
If you recall, just 5 years ago, federal courts made lawmakers redraw congressional maps. The state had 2 filing periods and 2 different congressional primaries. Well, reversing a previous decision, former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows does not now plan to cooperate with a House committee investigating the January 6th riots at the U.S. Capitol. His attorneys say it's due to a breakdown in negotiations with the panel. The attorney said the panel will not respect boundaries concerning questions that former President Trump says are off limits because of executive privilege. The late former Senator Bob Dole will be honored in Washington, D.C. later this week. Mr. Dole passed away Sunday. He was 98 years old. This Thursday, his casket will lie in state at the U.S. Capitol Rotunda. Then Friday, there will be a funeral at the National Cathedral. It'll be live streamed at a public celebration of life at the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C. Following that service, there will be a special program with his wife, former U.S. Senator from North Carolina Elizabeth Dole, along with General Mark Miley, Tom Hanks, and Savannah Guthrie. After that, the senator's casket will make its final trip home to the state of Kansas. 80 years ago today, Pearl Harbor was attacked. December 7th, 1941, hundreds and hundreds of Japanese bombers attacked our naval shipyard. 21 ships of the Pacific Fleet were either sunk or damaged. More than 2,400 service members and civilians died. The attack also pushed the United States to enter World War II. President Biden and the First Lady visited the World War II Memorial today to lay a wreath there. The White House says it contained one wild sunflower, which is the state flower of Kansas. That was done in honor of the late Senator Bob Dole. Mr. Dole served in World War II and led the campaign to raise money for the World War II Memorial. A fallen Korean soldier from North Carolina is finally back home. The remains of infantryman Leon Clevenger arrived this afternoon at Raleigh-Durham International Airport. Clevenger was just 21 years old when he was reported missing in action July 11, 1950. He He was fighting against North Korea at the time. The Army changed his status to deceased in December 1953 when there was no updated information regarding his whereabouts. Nearly 70 years after his disappearance, his remains were identified using dental records and DNA analysis. He will be buried in Durham.